So today we're talking about two products that are quite different, guys. We've got our STEAM projects here, and over here we've got some social emotional learning curriculum that's from Dr. Melanie Wilson, the creator of Grammar Galaxy. And which one should we talk about first, girls?
Well, given that this is like my fourth take, let's talk about anxiety for a minute, because I am getting more nervous as I keep messing up.
Hey, we struggle a little too, right?
It's real.
People have no idea how this is, right?
It might be our 10th episode, but this also might be our 10th take of the day. And it's me. I'm the problem.
And
it's
you're
me.
usually the one who loves
I think this stuff's
doing the
fun,
videos,
but you know
Sarah.
what? Anxiety comes
It's
at
real.
you.
It
And
does.
kids, I handle it by sometimes throwing, a phrase out there, or just giggling and being embarrassed and going, oh, well, that was dumb.
And we're laughing about it, but
Yes.
in reality, so many parents today are finding that their kids are really struggling with anxiety and depression. It's something we
Yes.
keep hearing, and so
It's serious.
It's a serious thing. And so
Yeah.
this is a product that gives an opportunity for parents to kind of be able to help their children navigate those waters, the feelings, and
Yeah.
what to do with them.
And some of it is role playing, and making a video is fun, but these are more fun situations.
Right.
So let me just real quick, I'll explain. So we've got an opening book. So these are funny stories. They're 5 minutes long,
Nice.
and you want to do these in a group.
Okay.
So like co-op or class.
Yes, and we're not picking on other kids with bad behavior. We've got 3 little aliens that we're interacting with.
But you could probably do it in a large family as well, with siblings.
Yeah, about kinder to 8th grade or
Okay.
so are
Play
going to
date.
relate to these.
Neighborhood play date.
Yeah,
something
there
like
you
that.
go.
Yeah, have the kids over.
Yeah.
So it's a 16-week course,
Okay.
1 time a week.
Okay.
You could compact
Doable.
that if you had a different dynamic, but that's a good basis. So
Okay.
we've got 4 big missions. Each mission has 4 parts, so it comes down to 16. And the first
Okay.
day, there's a video you access from Dr. Melanie.
Oh,
Okay.
And she's
like
giving
that.
you a task. So in the first video, she wants you to, it's about meeting new people.
Oh.
Okay.
That can cause a lot of anxiety.
yes,
And
it can.
adults, too.
Yeah.
I mean, we've just been at convention meeting umpteen new people, and you can tell who's giving off that, I'm good, just looking.
Yes.
Right.
You know?
Definitely.
And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that might be that they're very focused. It might also be a little social anxiety.
Right.
Yeah.
So you've got these fun little things to work through, talk through, and then at the end of each story, there are
Okay.
2 scenarios, and they're both like bad options. So it's
Okay.
hilarious because little kids
funny.
have such a sense of right, wrong, justice.
Yes.
You know,
Right.
do this, don't do that.
So you get to listen and learn.
And they can discuss it and talk about how maybe they would do things differently.
Right. Listen and
Yes.
learn so you can live and learn.
And that alien did this, and
Yeah.
that alien did that, and they're cute. They're not scary or anything. So this is part 1. Part 2 is the teacher manual, and you've got 2 options. One is faith-based,
Okay.
and you're going to use Bible stories and scriptures. There's a secular option too, and this is your follow-up lesson.
Okay.
So you've got the cute story. That's your opening act.
Is
this
it a
is the meat.
workbook style or?
Both of these are going to have some student pages in here, and it's not a workbook.
They're not writing in it.
They're not writing in this book. In fact,
Okay.
this is not a consumable book.
Okay.
You don't have to photocopy these. There's
Yeah.
a PDF.
Oh, that's
And you go to the
nice.
PDF and you print
Just
off as
print 'em
many
off.
as you want.
Oh, wonderful.
Nice.
Yep. So for a co-op setting or a family,
Yeah.
Okay.
really manageable dynamic here.
Yeah. Wonderful.
But some of the topics, meeting new people, managing frustration, that's a biggie. You know, if you've ever seen a toddler in a grocery store, there's
Yeah.
managing frustration. Joining a group, that's just as much for parents as little kids,
Right.
whether it's kids on the playground
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
I mean, we've all been there and felt that, where we're kind of the new person or the new kid, and
Yeah.
we're trying to break in.
and you're just like, please be my friend.
Right.
Yes, that's really cute.
And how to bring in a new friend.
That's an important
Teaching your
skill,
child
too.
how to notice the person who's alone.
Sitting
Right.
And
aside.
introducing
And some
yourself
kids
and-
naturally just are born kind of knowing how to do these things.
I feel like
But
you
most
were
are
born
not.
that kid.
Oh, I was not. I was not. My mom, I used to hide behind her legs when I would talk, and she would say, come on out here and talk to them, look at them in the eye. But I think so many kids really do need a little bit of instruction, just a little support and encouragement.
Right.
And I love that this gives us a systematic way to kind of know we're covering like all of these topics that are so important.
Sibling rivalry,
Yeah, it's a
making
big
an
one.
apology
That's a hard
instead
one.
of just a sorry.
That's a
Yeah.
hard one. Yeah, I
Yeah.
know we needed that in my
How
family
to
a
give
little
it
more
and
often.
take it.
Yeah.
Yes, and how to accept an
Right.
apology.
Yes. Right.
And
Sounds like-
practicing some of the anxiety that kids experience is because they're going into a situation that's new.
Yeah.
And they don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
So as a parent, if we take the time to teach them, we're going to go here, we're going to be going to order something, this is how we're going to do
Kind of
it.
paving the way and
We're going to
helping
go
them
to
know
this
what
party.
to
This
expect.
is exactly. And
Yeah.
then sometimes that anxiety that we all feel at times can be managed by knowing how I'm going to behave in this
Right.
situation.
Thinking through it
And-
ahead of time is key.
Yeah.
It's open-ended and that your discussions could go all over the place,
Yeah,
right? But for a parent who doesn't know how to do it, you've got these guides.
Everything you need.
Walking you through the
And
process.
it's so nice that she did the secular and the Christian option. Now, didn't you tell me that if you buy the secular option because you're in a co-op or a charter
like
school,
a charter where you cannot purchase
that you can
religious
still
material.
download the links to correlate the Bible with it?
Exactly.
on her website.
And that's
That's
from
awesome.
from
So
you
her
have that
website, the
option.
Fun to Learn.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
love that.
really cool. And
great.
you know, there's not a student workbook in this, but I found these on her website, and I'm like,
These
those
are
so cute.
so cute.
Yeah.
So they have little galaxy themed. These are just notebooks, and I thought, you know, how cool would it be for a kid
Give them a little place
to document
Yeah.
what it felt like the first time you said hello to someone new
Yeah.
versus number 5.
Right. And
Right.
And they can go back and look at their progress.
Yeah.
and maybe if they're young, they can draw a picture
Yep.
instead.
A smiley face, a sad face. Yeah.
Just a way to record. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the theme.
I know,
And we
right?
have
So
so
cute.
many options, so many notebooks.
Yeah, you could use what you got, but I
Yeah.
mean, how fun to put a little space theme on
Right,
there.
right.
I think it's
Well, our
cute.
other product today is quite different.
Yeah.
We're looking at some STEAM products
Yes,
today.
STEAM.
So tell us a little about this.
Well, the STEAM kits come from the Brown toy box,
Uh-huh.
and they center around careers. And they want kids. They want
Okay.
kids to play with the vision of, I could do this someday. And when it came across my desk, I was like, this is so cool. Like,
It is
I want
neat.
to play.
Uh-huh.
And so I opened them up, and I'm looking. I'm like,
see
there's so
Amber
much
over there at her
stuff in
desk
here.
playing with little
and they're all,
pieces.
everybody's coming over. What are you playing with,
Yeah, what do you
Amber?
got?
I'm
What do you
like,
got?
oh, I'm just steaming over here.
I'm writing a description. I'm working.
So some of the ones that we carry are aviation, architecture and engineering,
Okay.
chemistry, finance, marine biology,
yeah.
zoology,
Wow.
entomology, and agriculture.
A diverse range
Yeah.
there, which is nice.
So kids get to actually play and put together and learn.
Try some
So-
little activities in each of those fields to see
Exactly.
if they like
So
it.
Now,
I-
this is STEAM, not STEM.
Right,
Because why?
because you add the A
For art.
for art.
Okay.
Art.
So there's
Yeah.
a little art element in all of these. So
And it might be more obvious, like painting a plane, or it might be more
Right.
subtle, like
check that out on the
journaling
aviation
some
there.
plant.
That's
yeah,
pretty
they have
cool.
stickers on that one, and you get to paint it. And it's so fun. That one's so fun. And then
I
the
like the
finance one
characters.
was very, very, like so many pieces. There was
and
a
you
little.
You said it was like a tiny Dave Ramsey.
It kind of was. And
That's so
What
cute.
to do with
has
your
a
money.
little wallet and coins and even dollar bills that look like real dollar bills. Calculator.
And the characters are kind of set all over the world, right?
They
so
are. They're from.
They're seeing a diverse group of characters
Right.
from all over.
I see USA,
Yep.
Jamaica, Canada, Mexico,
Brazil
Yeah.
was in
South
there,
Africa, England,
Yes.
France.
which is
Kenya,
nice for our
Australia.
kids to have
Yeah.
that.
You could connect it to a map and make a unit study.
You could. That would
Absolutely.
be so fun.
That
I
would
want to
be
look
fun.
at the one in front
So
of
we
you.
let's look
opened
at
up
this.
one. We went ahead
Okay.
and opened up one. This is Sebastian.
Hello, Sebastian.
Yes, I
He's
love
from
it.
Kansas.
And these kits are great for kindergarten to 4th grade.
Okay.
So, but Sebastian likes to grow plants, and so that's what this one's going to center on is agriculture. So the kit comes with the activity book. And each kit will have an activity book that opens up with a short biography of 2 successful African Americans.
Okay.
And in this case, they worked in the food industry. And so your student will learn about farming terms and things. You'll see right here how to grow plants, and then they have a couple activities. And
Okay.
then the answers are right in there too.
It's a little
So,
crossword puzzle.
Yeah.
And kids
Cute.
remember unit studies, but
Right.
one
do.
downside of a unit study is the putting together.
Yeah.
So you've got this. It's almost like
Right.
a unit study starter kit.
Yeah.
It's like all there for you.
All here.
You're not really
Yeah.
adding anything to it.
Right. Well, it all comes in the box, and you just
Okay.
have to put it together and
Rain.
and work with
Rain,
work
hey,
with your
that's
kid.
easy. We could do that.
So and when you work with your hands,
There's more
there's more of a
connections.
connection.
Well, and
so-
kids love science projects that they can actually get their hands on.
Right.
You know, it's one thing to read a book, and that's great. But when they can actually get their hands in there and see and experience and feel,
Can you show
They
us
love
this
it.
little weather
Yeah, so
kit?
each kit
Here, I'll
comes with a
take your
little scene
background.
setter
Okay.
that you can make. So it lets them
Yeah,
be
that's cute.
creative. That's a little bit of the
Cute.
art, but
We thought it went that
Little
way, but
farm
it really
scene.
it
it
seems like it
holds
goes that
better
way.
on that way. But
Yeah.
you could probably bend it different ways.
this is like a little weather station.
So this is a weather ecology system. So you're going to study a little wind direction. Isn't that
Sarah's gonna
awesome?
practice, see
It's
if it
got
works.
a thermostat
really
or
works.
thermostat, a thermometer there, so you can watch it in the
little
direction
compass
and a
up
little
here.
compass. How fun! Just right
so
there.
they can monitor wind direction, the
Yes.
temperature outside. They can use the compass.
Yep.
And then is this for
Well, they're going to take this outside. This is
Okay.
a little
Rain
rain
gauge.
gauge?
Yeah, fill it up with
Oh, how
rainwater,
cute.
and then they can bring it inside. And when you lift up the lid there in the middle, that's going to represent.
The water cycle.
You're
Is
going to
that
put
what
a
it
couple drops in there. Stick
There's
this
a
in the
thermometer.
window. There's another thermometer in there.
This is a little
and
airtight
you're going to watch the water cycle.
cycle happen? So they'll see the
Isn't that fun?
condensation.
And the dripping coming back
then it
down,
coming back
which
down.
represents like the rain.
That's really
And
a
then what's
neat way.
happening in these little holes?
Well, those little holes, we have compressed soil with different seeds in them. So they're ready to go. You just drop them in there.
There's a seed already in
Yes.
here.
Yeah.
And you can tell there's kind of a bottom side. It looks like the one side goes down.
So they get
Yeah.
to do a little of everything with this little
It's
station.
really fun.
It's so cute.
And then they get to have a record sheet here where they're going to
record the
they're
data.
going to record the wind, the power, the direction.
How fun.
Is it a cloudy day, a sunny day?
Yeah.
How did the seeds, because they're 4 different types of seeds, how did they grow? And recording that. Isn't that fun?
I love that.
So-
I could see kids just absolutely loving this. I think
Yeah.
my kids would have loved it.
So you can go
Well,
over
and I
anything
think
like it.
Yeah.
it seems pretty sturdy. So you could
does.
potentially use this for a cup, hang on to it.
Yeah.
These little things, they call them Jiffy Pots. If you go to buy
could
them,
get
you just
another-
get a pack of
replace
seeds. You
those.
can
Oh, yeah.
replace those. But a lot of times these STEM, I just want to say STEM. The STEM kids are those little mathematical linear thinkers.
Yes.
And those are the kids who sometimes need to practice those social,
yeah,
emotional.
they're kind of stuck in the facts and the thinking side. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know talking to parents at these conventions, we were just in Florida and North Carolina.
Yeah.
There's a lot of kids who are on the spectrum and things are uncomfortable. And it's like, just practice some things with them.
Yeah.
And
Helps you to round out your options, be a
Yes.
little more well-rounded. So we've got the kids who maybe have great social skills but struggle more with wanting to get involved with science.
Yeah.
But this being such a hands-on fun project,
Yeah.
I think anybody would love it. Super cute. Thanks for sharing. And if you want to keep watching, we have got some other really great videos that would kind of correlate with this one well. I was thinking about Deanne's Science Unsnarled because we probably have some parents watching thinking, I need to think about science for this next year.
how to work in some hands-on.
And it's
Yeah.
so great for all things science.
Right.
So
yeah, and what's a unit study? Some people don't even know. What is a unit study? What does it look like? How can I do that? That sounds fun.
How do I build
and
one?
How can I use a STEAM project with that
Yeah.
study? So we do have the Unit Study Pro video.
That'd be
you
great.
can
That
watch.
is also Deanne. She makes a
Yes.
lot of videos
she
for
does.
it.
She's so good.
And then we've got Dr. Melanie Wilson, who actually
Yes.
came here to
She's
do some
so
training with
awesome.
us on her Grammar Galaxy.
Yeah.
And we've got a video there. You can watch her live in our studio.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thanks for joining us today.